Hey, what's up? This your boy Big Man. You already know what it is, man. So let's get right to it. Okay, so today we gonna keep talking about Meek Mill. Now, there's a situation going on with Meek Mill, and people are putting two and two together, trying to break down this Diddy case. So Diddy is being sued. So let's check this out real quick to catch those up who haven't been caught up. Now, this is a story that's circulating on social media, and I want you guys to get the gist of what's going on and how Meek Mill's name is going viral. Now, Diddy made headlines earlier this week with the news that a male former employee, a guy by the name Lil Rod, born Rodney Jones, filed a $30 million lawsuit against the hip-hop mogul. The suit, filed in federal court, accuses Diddy of some lewd acts, some horrible acts towards Lil Rod, also some coercion into doing certain things with different people due to certain relationships or whatnot. It's a lot going on in this situation. And Diddy's been viral for this for a while now, man. Ever since the Cassie situation, it's been a lot of allegations out there about Diddy. Now, it also says, in addition, Lil Rod claimed he was forced to watch a video of Stevie J having relations with another man. He said Diddy did this to ease Mr. Jones' anxiety concerning messing with another guy and provided a screen cap of the alleged video in the complaint. So in this lawsuit, people are going through the complaint and basically breaking it down line for line. And in each line comes more piping hot tea that people are like, what in the world is going on? Like, now we got a situation where a rapper like Meek Mill's name is being drug into this, and he wasn't even mentioned into the complaint. Now, it continues by saying, however, he has also alleged that Diddy said that he had engaged in these sorts of relations and activities with a rapper and an R&B singer, as well as Stevie J. Well, this guy's whole thing that he was putting out there was that Diddy was using other examples to try to coerce him into messing with him. You know what I mean? Like, he had produced on Diddy's album Love, I believe, and he feels like Diddy was trying to, coerce him into doing things that he wasn't comfortable with doing. And the way that he tried to get it over on him was real shady. Was like, this is all alleged. He's basically alleging that Diddy said, hey, man, other people do it. Come on, you could do this too. Real creepy like, man. And that's what he's saying that Diddy did. And he described some people in the complaint. Now, people drew their own conclusions because of the facts that are listed in the complaint, or I should say the statements, because we don't know if they're facts. It might all be false. Just because it's in print doesn't mean it's true. But in the complaint, it lists some describing factors about the people that are allegedly involved, and people came up with two names. They thought that the R&B singer is Usher, and a lot of people thought that the rapper is Meek Mill. And you're probably wondering why, so let's check this out. Okay, so this is at the bottom of the paperwork where it's alleged that he had messed with a rapper. Now, this is Diddy is alleged to have messed with a rapper and had messed with an R&B singer. Now, the number 5 indicates the redacted name listed in this complaint, right? And for the identifying information they have, he is a Philly rapper who dated Nicki Minaj. Now, obviously, everybody's going to put two and two together and say, yo, a Philly rapper that dated Nicki Minaj, that got to be Meek Mill because he was the most high-profile person to date Nicki Minaj, and he's from Philly. He pretty much wears the city of Philly on his back. When you think of Philly rapper, you think of Meek Mill, Benny Siegel, but Meek Mill at the present time. Like, he's the biggest rapper from Philly right now, right? Besides, I guess a little Uzi Vert, but besides the point, you got Meek Mill repping for Philly, and he happened to have dated Nicki Minaj in a very public relationship. Then in redacted name 6, it says he performed at the Super Bowl and had a successful Vegas residency. Now, there's only a few people to ever perform at the Super Bowl, so that's why people are believing this is Usher. That doesn't mean it is Usher. Usher's name is not listed in this complaint. Neither is Meek Mill's, but people are going crazy with it on social media. So a little bit of time went by, and Meek Mill is probably one of the most active users on Twitter. Drake, in his diss to Meek Mill back-to-back, he even mentioned Meek Mill's Twitter fingers, man. Meek Mill has been called Twitter fingers so much it's almost ridiculous. So people were wondering why he was so quiet. At first they thought, okay, this must be some sort of admission of guilt, but no. Once Meek Mill got up and basically looked at his phone and saw why he was trending, He went on a tweeting tirade, and he started off by saying this. So let's go down the whole list of tweets. Now, in Meek's initial response to the situation, it seems like he sparked an old beef that he had with DJ Akademiks. Now, DJ Akademiks went live and is currently going viral for putting out the case file or the complaint and the information involved in it, right? Now, he says he didn't believe it was Meek, but for some reason, Meek believes that DJ Akademiks is somehow responsible for this rumor being spread out there. I'm not saying he is. Meek Mill obviously feels like that. So in his first tweet after this situation, he said this: Akademiks, didn't I tell you to stop playing with my name? I don't know what I'm gonna do when I actually see you. It's gonna have a combination to it though. So basically saying that, yo, this beef is back on. I don't know what's going on because I told you to stop playing with my name. Letting it be known that him and Akademiks still have beef, and when he sees him, it's going to be a combination of things. Now, I don't know what type of combination is he talking about. Is he talking about combo like with the punches, or is he talking about like he going to talk to him and they going to throw punches? It could be anything, but man, that was his very first tweet, and basically, he put this in the lap of DJ Akademiks. Now, in his next tweet, he said this: I'm independent. They know I drop tomorrow trying to damage control where I'm from. People die for playing with the man's name. Heathenism. So basically saying that this is heathenism, meaning something evil, you know what I'm saying? Something wicked. And thinks that, well, he thinks that people are putting this out here, or this story is getting pushed out there to do some damage control and to stop the effects of his independent album that's supposed to be dropping tomorrow. So it looks like Meek is dropping an independent album tomorrow, and he feels like people are doing this to stop him. You know what I mean? Next, he said this: they gotta try damage control. They know I'm a drop tomorrow. They know they artists won't be able to breathe with me out here week for week, weak ass, and call people out their name. You know what I'm saying? So basically, that's one and the same, saying that all this is because his album is dropping tomorrow, and you know they trying to short stop his album from being successful because he's an independent artist. What's odd is a lot of independent artists say this. A lot of independent artists always put that out there, like, yo, man, they doing stuff to stop me in the industry. But in this case, I don't know, because this thing is super viral. And if it stopping his album was the case, it wouldn't take much more. It wouldn't be to this extent. I think the salaciousness of the story is what's really carrying this, be it true or not, you know what I mean? And I'm not saying it's true because Meek Mill's name was never mentioned in the complaint, first and foremost, man. But let's see some more of what Meek Mill had to say. Now here you see that Meek Mill said, the way you coming on the sick now. Now, so basically he means that people are coming with some sick stuff. They coming after him with some sick type stuff. He said, I can't wait to meet Akademiks, laughing out loud. They know I drop tomorrow. This they damage control. This net getting too weird. So basically saying that because of his album coming out tomorrow, that's why everybody's coming at him with this mess, and they trying to stop his progress, man. And now they even going the sick and twisted way to try to stop him because that's their only way. Now, to be real, Meek ain't as hot as he used to be, but a feature from Meek is still a hot feature. Meek on a song is still a hot verse usually, especially when he's featuring on other people's stuff. It's usually solid, man. So it's not like he's a bum rapper or anything like that. It's just the fact that his flame isn't as hot as it used to be. And now that he's independent, he's going to need a bigger push. And maybe he could turn this negative into a positive. But let's continue to the next tweet to see what he said. Now, this is a whole list of tweets. And in it, he said these things. And I'm going to work from the bottom to the top. Pause on all that. He says, Akademiks, an alcoholic, fully powered by the white man. Who you think posting that on every website? They be so mad they can't stop. It's few groups laughing out loud. So he feels like this is a coordinated attack between Akademiks and the industry trying to bring him down because his album is coming out tomorrow. He says, get me his Addy. I'ma shoot a full production music video in front of his house. Laughing out loud. Seriously, get me that one in New Jersey. So he's talking about going to DJ Akademiks' house and shooting a music video in a full production. Now, DJ Akademiks has gone viral several times talking about how he's going to respond if anybody ever shows up to his crib. And he's talked about how he's rocking lately, you know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't go to no dude's house. Don't go to no man's residence or nothing for no internet beef. And I'm hoping Meek Mill is joking here and he's not serious, man, because that could be a really, really bad situation if you show up to somebody's house. You know what I mean? Next, he said he's an alcoholic with no life, talking to kids on the computer. Normal kids watch Kai, Aiden, Wallow, Gilly. You a sick old black man with no life achievements, trying to destroy black men because you envy us as men. Now, I don't get what he's saying here because, yes, DJ Akademiks is he's from Jamaica or whatever, but he's a black man. You know, he's a black man. When he's seen in the public by everybody, he's seen as a black man. So I don't get what this means from Meek, but maybe he's just, because there's so many tweets, maybe he's just rage tweeting and just tweeting everything that comes to his mind. You know what I mean? And once again, he alleged that he's an alcoholic and he shouted out Kai, Wallow, Aiden, and those folks and was like basically bigging them up for the content that they put out because all those people are really, really strong streamers and interviewers, right? And then finally in this set of tweets, he said, I'm from Philly. I don't do no freaky ass Molly. Nobody won't ever offer me no because I'm that heavy. Because I'm that heavy. Now, in that blanked out part, he's talking about the white stuff. You know what I mean? No man or what would ever approach me about these type of activities, and the whole place don't get flipped. Woke up seeing this on every blog like they know I'm coming. You know what I mean? So basically going back to the fact like, yo, since his album's coming out, people know this, and it looks like he feels like this is an attack. That's what it seems like. And he's letting it be known. Now that last response is the kind of Philly response I would expect out of Meek Mill. Like really just getting to it. Like, yo, I don't do none of that. You know what I'm saying? This is what it is. This is what it ain't type of response, man. But he wasn't done there, man. So let's look at his next response. He said this, that's why I always come around all these industry cats with my real friends. You never catch me around anybody from the industry alone. You can't even hold a convo without my dog stepping in the room. It's been that way. I can't tell y'all, find out I'm the illest in this, laughing out loud. Now, what he's saying there looks like some advice to the younger artists in the game. Is when he's in these rooms and when he's moving around the industry, he says that he's always got some real ones with him. Like his day ones are usually there with him. Now, a lot of people will come back and be like, well, Meek, we did see you jumping up and down with Michael Rubin, like that time with the tennis match. What was up? Where were your real ones then? But it looks like he's just basically saying that when you see him out and about, he's got some real ones, and they wouldn't let him participate in any of these type of activities people are alluding to with the drugs and all of that. You know what I'm saying? Or anything else, you know? So let's check out this next tweet. So he says, in this tweet, and somebody sent me the actual lawsuit, these blogs making y'all stupid day for day. Letting it be known that he wants to see the lawsuit for himself and see what the complaint is. Then what's crazy is there was a response from a very popular like blogger or whatever he is, Andrew Tate, and he said, so Diddy was having with Meek Mill and Usher, and he mentioned it in the question. And Meek Mill responded, was you blanking women? Wrong. He said, what's wrong with you, Brody? Like basically checking him like, hey man, don't be asking no questions like that and putting me in none of this. And he said, don't follow the heathens. They controlling people's mind with these computers. So basically putting it back out there like, yo, this is all a play to have him looking bad. All right, now in this next tweet, he says, I was having a nice sleep, chilling in the mansion, and wake up to this weirdo stuff. They learned how to affect your energy through these phones, laughing out loud, shaking my head. I'm back now. So it looks like to me with this tweet, he's basically saying that he was knocked out. So when everybody was going viral for their takes on this, a lot of videos were dropping and stuff, he feels like, yo, man, people were actually, chatting about this, but he wasn't even in on it. Then once he got into it, now he's back on that. You know what I mean? Whatever being back on that means. And finally, he said this. This is why they drop in campaigns. I'ma drop every 2 weeks on their ass and use my voice over the internet glitching. I own this round of music. Also, them corny internet campaigns not strong enough to stop this. So basically putting it out there that he feels like can't nobody stop him as far as these internet attacks and things like that. Because right now, he's been trending #1 for a while. And everybody's clicking and seeing why. And it's like, whoa, I didn't expect that. And it's been like that for several hours. But what do y'all think about this situation, man? Do y'all think that Meek Mill should just tweet this and try to, because he's posted portions of his new video, I guess that's going to be dropping tomorrow, whatnot, and let it be known that he's dropping a new project? Is it possible to turn this negative into a positive, or is it just so salacious and looks so grimy and bad on the surface that people are like, man, we just gonna tune in, but we might not tune in to listen to the music. We might just be here for the gossip. Now, y'all tell me what y'all think about this situation in the comments. This been your boy Big Man. Do me a favor. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. And make sure you hit that notification bell so that way you get a notification every time I drop this out content. And we out of here. Peace.